am Mindi Abair. I do have an unusual career, and I have to say, all I ever wanted to do was be a solo artist.
Yeah.
I wrote songs and I had my own band, but you know, it's hard to get people to hire you as your own band or get a record label to give you a record deal. So what I ended up doing to make a living was playing for other people. And I'd play anything. Anyone wanted me to, you know, clubs and you know, parties and weddings, funerals. I've played them all. But what happened was people started referring me to tours and recording sessions, and I ended up playing with, you know, all these different artists from the Backstreet Boys to Duran Duran, Adam Sandler, Bobby Lyle, Mandy Moore, Jonathan Butler, you know, just all these people, and they were all very different, you know, and I really think gave me a sense of just different types of music, immersing myself, and I definitely think it helped me as an artist, you know, it helped me kind of find what I wanted to say, gave me more of a depth of self and how I fit into all these different things, so I say it kind of worked out. They say it's the journey. I guess it is the journey because it was a cool journey and I never wanted that journey necessarily, but it really made me who I am. Actually, the first two records I made a record called Love and I made a record called Always and Never the Same, and it was all vocal, pop, rock, you know, we'd play in all the clubs in Los Angeles, all the rock clubs, and it was a really cool time, you know, I mean, that's the stuff I was writing, and as a songwriter and as a musician, you just kind of got to go with your heart, and from there, I was playing with different artists as well, and from Verve Records, an A&R guy came up and just said, I really love your playing. I was playing more sax that night than singing. He goes, I'd really love to talk to you about recording for Verve Records. And I thought, wow,
cool.
That would be, that would be really very cool. And I said, well, I'm on the road right now with the Backstreet Boys, but I tell you what, if I do something, you know, I'll let you know. So I got off the road with them and recorded a few demos and just kind of, I was doing more saxophone stuff anyway, and it really worked out. And the minute I called Bud Harner from Verve Records, they signed me that month. And we were in the studio within the next month recording my first record for Verve, which was, it just happens that way. I never wrote music for a genre, and I never really saw myself as, well, I'm definitely just a pop artist, or I'm definitely just a jazz artist. I grew up with everything. So, you know, in my record collection, or, you know, now on my iPod, you know, there's everything from R&B to, you know, cheesy 80s rock to, you know, today's jazz artists to, you know, singer-songwriters and stuff like that. So I've never really considered myself, you know, just a pigeonhole artist. I've kind of considered myself someone who fell through the cracks somewhere. My last record was released in May. It's called Stars. It's about half and half vocal and sax. Come up to me at concerts and they say to me, you know, I've never been to a jazz concert, or I didn't like jazz. Someone actually came up to me tonight at the show and she said, I only listen to country. And my friend dragged me to this jazz festival, and she goes, "It's beautiful here," but she goes, "I bought one record," and she said it was yours because I felt something, and you know, your song spoke to me, and it wasn't just the normal jazz, because I'm not really into that. And I think that's kind of cool. We're kind of a missing link, you know. I definitely feel that I'm a jazz artist, but there are definitely some different influences that maybe if you're not a jazz fan, you may like my record, you never know.
Yeah, and moreover, like jazz is maybe more difficult to sell in terms of selling as well. So, you know,
I mean, definitely jazz audience is a smaller audience. It's a little microcosm, you know, but I feel very lucky to be considered a jazz artist and be in the jazz section. I mean, I grew up listening to pop and rock and top 40 radio in America, and I don't know, I didn't get into jazz until I was in college, and I had such a respect for it and the musicians that were playing it. And all my friends in college, you know, we sat in practice rooms for 10 and 12 hours a day, just, you know, going for it and playing in every band we could. And, you know, now I look at the artists that I'm in a lineup with on jazz festivals. They're incredible. And there's such a mutual respect, because I think we all went through that. We didn't have pop careers, we didn't have rock careers, whatever. We're in this genre that a lot of the players are incredible. So to even be mentioned in the same sentence and, you know, be in the same genre and considered one of the jazz artists, I'm very honored.
All right, I thank you very much for your time and your kindness. Bye.
Bye.